Let me tell you a story.
Alright folks, hopefully you've seen our first look edit on this, the new Troy Lee Stages kind of Enduro helmet. So you know about the details, just a reminder, 690 grams, super lightweight, 275 quid. But the big test is today, the actual riding test. We've come over here to Blazing Bikes in Church Stretton, and we're going to go up there and do a big old climb to test this out, see what it's like on a big climb. It's a rainy, blustery, stormy day, but it's still 16 degrees, so it's not so cold that you're going to be thinking, oh well, you know, it doesn't really show a true reflection. We're still going to be sweating in this thing. So we're going to get up there, and also we're going to try out a downhill called Minton Batch, which is a proper kind of, you could class it as a decent enduro stage. We want to see what this thing is like on the long climb, what it's like for the breathing, the vision, even goggles, etc. But some of that I can show you now. Right, first of all, putting the helmet on, might as well see what that's like. You know, some helmets you might have to pull these things apart. I'm not going to pull it apart. Straight on, no messing. And you can feel straight away it's super comfy. It's got support right from your forehead, right down to the top of your neck and round the side of your neck. And you've got these small pads on your cheek that aren't too sort of evasive. Feels really good. What about having a drink? This I love. As you can see, this hole here is massive. So when you're riding along, get your pipe, and rather than trying to mess about stuffing it up there, straight in. Easy for a drink. That's that sorted. What about food on the move? Talk bar. Open her up. Can you do the same? No messing. Want some of that? Drink down here. Go on. Next up, a lot of folks when they're riding they'll want to wear glasses. What's it like with glasses? Now I personally wouldn't go for the full face and glasses look, but some folks do, especially the e-bikers. They'll ride in this all day long, they won't sweat as much, and they will want to use these glasses, so we'll try. Yeah, straight in. The main thing with full face and glasses is the worry will be whether the arms will be pushing too much on the side of your head, and they're not, they feel great, there's no problem there. Glasses test passed. Finally, the most important one, goggles. Here we have goggles. These are pretty standard sort of size, there's nothing funky about these. Let's see how they go on. Yeah, spot on, super comfy. We've got a little teeny bit of room around the top sides there, plenty down the bottom. It's not steaming up straight away. I'm already quite warm in this shop, it's got good heating, but the goggles aren't steaming, which means there is a bit of airflow around them. So it's passed all the tests. Let's get it out on the trail.
Keep very calm. Give me all your money. And try to count to 10. Little doesn't know.
So we've done a couple of kilometres climb on the road now, and we just got to the fire road. Certainly warmed up, but I think it's more in my body for the rain jacket. My head is warm, but it's not like too hot. I don't think it's any hotter right now than it would be with a normal half face. The first really noticeable thing that you sort of realise with this helmet is just how much vision you have. It's incredible. You have to kind of keep reminding yourself you got a full face on, really. So this chin piece is nice and low, and with the venting around your mouth, There's no restriction of air and oxygen. So far so good.
About to begin. Push it too far, you're a killing machine.
Got pretty much to the top of that climb now, nearly up on the top of Church Stretton along the Long Mend. As you can see, I have got a sweat on, but I'd still have a sweat on with a half face. The jacket's been undone a little bit, but do you know what? I'm all right. You know, like I say, it's 16 degrees, it's still sweating weather. I can feel a little bit of warmth on the back of my head. It feels snug on my ears. It's not pushing in any way that can hurt, which you can get with some helmets when you've got these pads that push on your ears or your jaw, where you have to keep taking the chin piece off because it's not too comfortable for a long time. Yeah, really impressed with climbing in it. Just need to get along the top and then do the fun bit now.
Start to inch a little closer. I don't nobody move. He's within reach. A little doesn't know it's about to go down. Push it too far, you're a bloodthirsty hound.
This is the track that is probably most similar to an enduro stage. Time to get serious, get the goggles on and try and give you a review as I ride down it on this absolutely terrible blustery day. Hang on, let's get out of this bloody wind first. So if we start at the peak, you've got about probably 3 inches of movement on this peak. So you can bring it down, and you've got probably an inch of view when you bring it down, which would be nice when you've got that low winter sky. And then you can push it up how I like it, which is out the way. The materials itself, I think it's like triple materials in this shell or casing, which means apparently when it takes an impact, you're very well protected on the inside of it.
A young boy, growing old. I never listened to anyone. I did what I was told.
Uh-oh. Ian, chill out, bro. It's his property.
Tell me once, twice, 3 times, a little lady. Follow the rainbow to the party and go dig, 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 dig a hole in the soul.
So I hope you've enjoyed this ride review of this Troy Lee Stages helmet. We absolutely love it, and I look forward to using it throughout the winter and at races next year. But we want to know exactly what you think about this. Would you ride with this all the time? Do you think you'd take it to the races? Would you go on a big trail ride with it? Tell us your comments. We want to know. We often quite like to mention anything about any product. All the good, all the bad, and we always like to mention any negatives. With this helmet, it's quite difficult to find any. I think they're only minor. One would be there's no GoPro mount. That would have been nice. Although I did try my GoPro on the peak and it kind of got in the way, you know, when it's on the lower part of the peak and when you're in sort of race position, it's in your eyesight. I think in the summer when you're getting up around the sort of mid to late 20 degrees, I think you may suffer a bit with a full face on. I don't think it'll ever be as cool as a half face, but fantastic helmet. We're really impressed. So finally, Click the link in the description if you want to see a bit more about these helmets. Keep it pinned.